Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. I hope you're healthy and doing well. On this channel, we cover the news, facts, and sentiments about the crypto market. We also interview many of the folks who are building in the asset class. I've recently interviewed CZ, Binance's CEO, as well as many other folks, guys. So definitely check out the interviews playlist. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, some very, very bullish news here. This is not hype. These are the facts. That's why I'm showing it to you here. Bloomberg put out a report in this month. It's dated April 2020, and it is called Bitcoin Maturation Leap. And it speaks to that Bitcoin is setting up for a 2017-like bull run. I'm not sure how many of you were here in that cycle. I made some money, not as much as I would like, but I'm definitely accumulating for the next bull run cycle to make as much as possible. And let me give you the details here. It's very bullish. So a recent Bloomberg report states that Bitcoin is preparing for a massive bull run. Even the report's name is bullish, Bitcoin Maturation Leap. The report mentions a number of reasons that the Bitcoin market is maturing and that it is due for a bull run. It also affirms that Bitcoin is gaining relative fuel as stocks reset if history is a guide. So a couple things, guys. We've gone through a bull run cycle in 2017, and then in 2018 and 2019, we went through the bear market cycle. We are now in the next bull cycle. Now, I'm not saying bull run, but the next bull cycle, because it takes time. It takes months, sometimes years, to get to that new all-time high. I believe with the Bitcoin halving coming up next month, you're going to see some bullish momentum as you have in years past. But the timeline for the bull run, I believe, is pushed back due to the whole pandemic situation. People are not focused on investing as much right now. However, there are things that could fuel and make this go faster, like the Fed printing nonstop money, governments around the world printing nonstop money to prop up the stock markets and making the fiat currencies become less valuable. Inflation, right, guys? So Bitcoin was built as a hedge against that. So here, the second title here, Bitcoin becoming digital gold. So furthermore, Bloomberg says that Bitcoin and gold, both considered hedge assets, are expected to win the most from the recent COVID-19 induced market turmoil. Here's a quote: Bitcoin and gold also stand to be primary beneficiaries of the unprecedented monetary stimulus that's accompanied by a mean reverting stock market. So people are going to look for other ways, at least institutional investors, other ways to put their money in a place that's more safe, right? Versus the stock market or even oil, which is below $0 right now. It's in the negative. So crypto, it does not move as much as the other markets do with global economic markets, if that makes sense. It doesn't move like other assets. Yes, there's some correlation, but there's not a high degree of correlation as we see with stocks and GDP and oil and all that stuff, right? I think you guys get it. It also observes that Bitcoin's correlation to gold has increased to all-time highs, concluding this year will confirm Bitcoin's transition from a risk-on speculative asset to the crypto market's version of gold. The report reiterates that 2020 will be the year when Bitcoin becomes digital gold. This year marks a key test for Bitcoin's transition toward a quasi-currency like gold, and we expect it to pass. Futures tamed Bitcoin's bull run. According to Bloomberg report, the inception of Bitcoin futures has tamed the raging bull market. At the same time, it says, increasing futures open interest, declining volatility, and relative outperformance despite the stock market's shakeout indicates Bitcoin is maturing from a speculative crypto asset toward a digital version of gold. So once again, legit report here from Bloomberg. This is shared with their clients and constituents, and it's a full breakdown showing different factors. It is really amazing to see how far we've come, guys, and it's put together by Mike McGlone, BI Senior Commodity Strategist. So you have these analysts and strategists putting together these investment papers and providing it to their clients and folks. So I'm in agreement with a lot of this. I just personally think that bull run is going to be pushed back. We'll have to see, because we are in uncharted waters. This is not a normal like recession and maybe they're printing some money. This is a pandemic on top of recession, and probably we're going into a depression, guys. So interesting, but no one can predict the future. So let's see what happens. Maybe the bull run happens sooner, maybe later, but the data, the numbers don't lie. We are in that next cycle for the bull run. Definitely. So exciting. Now, guys, another interesting article is just speculation, of course, but what would happen if Jeff Bezos bought all the Bitcoin in circulation? He's one of the world's richest people, obviously Amazon CEO. He's probably at the top of the list right now. It does fluctuate, but just an interesting thought. I don't think he would buy all of it, but if he bought a significant amount, and many other billionaires as well, as other assets fail and are crashing right now, boy, could we see, some skyrocketing of price. So holding a net worth of $140 billion, Jeff Bezos could theoretically afford to buy all the Bitcoin in circulation. What would happen if he tried? Genesis Mining's head of mining operations weighs in on the matter. Of course, he could only buy the liquid Bitcoin on exchanges, massively driving up prices in the process, Salter told Cointelegraph in an email. So once again, a bit of speculation here. I'm not going to go too much into it, but it is not far-fetched that these guys can buy Bitcoin and crypto, right? To put their money in something that's a hedge against the printing of money and other failing assets. So very, very interesting thought here. And, I would love for Jeff Bezos to jump in for sure. Now, guys, really great adoption news here. New WordPress plugin allows anyone to launch a decentralized crypto exchange. Blockchain startup Incubator claims to launch the first crypto decentralized exchange plugin for WordPress. Now, WordPress is a website platform. Any of you can start a website on WordPress. My website, thinkingcrypto.com, is built on WordPress as well. Check out the website if you haven't already. And they're making it easy for anyone to set up these decentralized exchange, which is really great. According to a April 22nd announcement, the plugin is the easiest way for anyone, not just engineers, to launch their own cryptocurrency exchange. Venture capitalist Tim Draper commented. Everyone, not just engineers, can now launch their own crypto exchanges on WordPress using the plugin our team built. Really, really great news here, guys. And I like it. I'm going to have to test it out. Now, decentralized exchange is different from like a centralized exchange like a Coinbase or a Binance. So with the plugin, websites can now feature an on-site DEX that allows users to exchange between a long list of cryptocurrencies, tokens, and stablecoins. At the same time, the website owner can also earn fees for the service. So I'll definitely check this out. But it's really a great adoption news that anyone now can almost set up a decentralized exchange. Speaking of exchanges, the Winklevoss twins Gemini cryptocurrency exchange scores another security qualifications. They're essentially SOC 1, which is great. This is, I know it's not the most sexy news, but they're adding insurance and different security layers. And these are things important for institutional investors, as well as for you and I as retail investors. We want the highest security on these exchanges, protecting our money, our funds, our data, and so forth, right? So these guys are at least making a lot of progress. So the Winklevoss brothers Gemini cryptocurrency custodian and exchange has obtained a new security qualification, SOC 1 Type 1. Those of you who are in companies and so forth may have heard of these security measures. SOC 2, the company I'm working for, is going to SOC 2. So this is really great, and they're setting the tone, and other exchanges are going to have to follow, and that's great for us, protects us as the consumers and investors, as well as the big money. Finally, guys, I will be joining this webinar, but it's from Fidelity Digital Assets. They have a webinar, virtual panel tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, hosted by Iconic Holding. A great lineup of panelists, including the head of sales and marketing, Christine Sandler, who will be discussing institutional adoption of digital assets. So notice, these people are doing the thing. They're having the conversations. They're not worried about price. They're not checking prices every day. They are building and working and setting up shop and getting ready and waiting for the next bull run. And that's why you have big players like Fidelity in here, which holds like $1 trillion in assets under management, and TD Ameritrade, and powered by the New York Stock Exchange, and many hedge funds and investment firms from Wall Street, guys. This asset class is on the rise. you have to be patient. Nothing happens in just overnight or a couple months or 6 months. It can take years. You got to be patient and be willing to wait years. Just remember, before that big bull run in 2017, folks who bought in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015 had to wait years before they saw those historical prices. So be patient. We are seeing the inflow of institutional investors, the building of the infrastructure, a lot of great things ahead. And we've seen the data for Bitcoin showing the growth over time after the halving. So certainly expecting higher prices, guys, higher than 2017, of course. So guys, what do you think about this news and this Bloomberg report? Do you think the bull run could happen sometime this year or next year or 2022? What are your thoughts? Leave them below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you all later.